What's happening, everybody? Of course, it's your host, Brink Young, coming straight out of them South Memphis slums, and you are tuning in to the most award-winning independent talk show in the whole South. Talk about none other than BrinkTV. Now, to not adjust your TV set, we got a familiar face and we got a brand new face kicking with us on the icy white couch. Now, of course, a couple weeks ago, you guys saw my guy Joka. He had Blackie Joe on the show. Joka is back, but this time he brought another artist with no Snakes Ent. Hey, way before Corona, he been masked up. We talked about my guy Pound. How you doing, family?
Man, what's going on, family? How you doing?
Hey, I'm doing real good. First, I gotta say thank you for coming back on the show, as well as thank you, Joka, for coming through with another hot artist, man. Joka keep them bangers in the cut. Let me holler at Joka real quick if you don't mind. Now, Joka.
Yes, sir.
Now, you told me last time that you said I got another one just as bumping. I think that was an understatement because when I checked out his music, I was blowed the F away. I'm trying not to cuss on TV. How you coming up with all these artists, man?
Believe it or not, dude, I already knew both of them from when they was when they were kids.
Okay.
And it was basically, hey, I can rap too, because as I told you, stated last time, I was signed to a label, and man, I just watched. And this young man just came from out of nowhere. And I hit him up. I said, dude, how serious are you about your craft? And the music spoke for itself. When I tell you, regardless of, I say you probably heard about 2 or 3 projects worth of songs. He got 200 or 300 more.
Wow.
Literally. And he, just like Blackie Joe, he doesn't write. You know, they don't write. It just comes natural to him, man. So I was lucky.
Hey, man, it's been history ever since. Let's dive deeper into No Snakes Ent.
Okay.
Like, where does that come from, man?
Well, when I was signed to a label, I was signed to Pro Records a while back, 1996. And I disclosed to you last time, Time Bomb from Kinfolk Thugs was on the same label. Dude, finding out about contracts and stuff like that, or what percentage of the show money you should get. Right, you know, like with the 360 deal and stuff going on like that. We don't got to get into that because people know what that consists of.
Man.
So with No Snakes Entertainment, if you want to own all your publishing, your masters, I'm teaching them the game. So when the time comes for a major to come along or a good distribution deal, because we're dealing with United Masters right now, just us, you know.
Yeah.
And everything we're telling you is going to be the truth. So I was telling them stuff they didn't even know. I want to talk about some of it. You know what I mean? Because they still in learning phases.
Yeah.
But just imagine talking to somebody and they didn't know that, hey, I had to do this to do that. That's money too.
Yeah.
We're talking about residual income. A lot of people don't know what residual income means. We talk about down, you know. So just teach them that. So with No Snakes Entertainment, that's where they came from. It was like, we're not out to screw anybody. It's, hey, we're going to make this together. If you make $1 million, we got 500 apiece.
Yeah.
And that's really what we're doing, man. So,
and one thing I got to say about that, I definitely got to commend you on that, because that shows that you're a real, genuine person, especially like when you think about it from the local level. It's so many of these people out here that's signing these artists, getting over on artists, milking them, you know, but to do that, like, that shows that you're a different type of cat. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And we got to talk to my guy Pound, man, because Pound got them bangers out here. Look, let's talk about where you from, because it's an interesting story you told me off camera. And it's crazy because, like, I think about the album 762 Baby. I'm thinking you from Georgia. I'm Googling and I see that's in Augusta, Georgia, but you're not from there. Let's talk about where you from, homie.
Man, I'm from Oakland, California.
Okay.
So, you know, born in the Yay area. Parents from Memphis. And they moved when they was like 15 and 17, moved to California and went to Vegas, won some money, and bought them a house and got established, you know, trying to make that black love work, you know. Eventually, you know, my mom, when I was about 7, we moved back to Memphis and been growing up in the murder A ever since.
I promise. Shout out to everybody out there in Raleigh and definitely everybody in Oakland, this town, Biz. I know what's happening out there, man. My little brother, my best friend is from there. So I already know what's popping. So let's talk about the difference of the two cities, because these are vastly different places, obviously Oakland and Memphis, but yet the culture is so similar. Let's talk about growing up in each place.
Man, I'll say the weather, the biggest difference. You know, it's always beautiful weather out there in Oakland. You know, next to them big old bodies of water, so it's always a breeze. In Memphis, you know, it's a little bit more humid and hot. You got to take about 3 showers a day. But for sure, and it's the pace.
Yeah,
it's a little bit faster in California, but I'm gonna say they not, you know, it's friendly.
Yeah,
you know, ain't nothing like down south love. You know, they go for show, speak to you and everything.
What about fashion though?
Fashion, man, them clothes get 2 to 3 times smaller in California, you know, for sure. Your skin, you gonna be wearing skinny jeans, the tightest shirt you can find, you know. And Memphis, you know, it's bigger clothes, you know. They say your clothes, GD, for real.
The big jeans. Hey, definitely got to shout out everybody from Oaktown and the M-Town, man.
Sure.
So, who were some of the artists that you had in your speakers growing up, man?
Man, when we was in Cali, you know, we heard a lot of Too Short.
Definitely.
You know, Bone Thugs, Tupac. But then, you know, I heard Biggie from the East Coast. I like listening to, you know, New York music, listen to some Nas. 3-6 Mafia.
Yeah.
You know, shout out 3-6. Wayne for sure. That's probably like the biggest influence on me when I was growing up. That's the main person I, you know, took influence from, you know, like them bars and them lyrics is important. It's important. That's what music is. Telling a story, making somebody think. You know what I'm saying?
I promise, man. So, of course, we got to talk about one of the first projects that you released on all platforms. We talking about that Can't Afford It, man. That was back in 2020. Let's talk about it.
Man, Can't Afford It, man. Couldn't afford nothing.
Okay.
Beats, I was jacking for beats, you know. Jacking for beats, and I was really rapping on folk stuff, trying to bump it harder than like how Wayne used to come.
Yeah.
So, you know, I had my son on the cover. Antonio Bradshaw actually did that cover for me. R.I.P. Antonio, man. Dang, yeah, for sure. It was a tough time, but you know, it was just telling people like, you can prevail, man. Just keep at it, keep being positive, and you can always lift up from that dark space. You know, rock bottom ain't meant for nobody. You know.
I promise, man. So it's one song you definitely got to talk about that, man. Can't Fall in Love. That was a real deep, heartfelt song. As I was listening to the project, you got a lot of songs on there that really tugging at the heartstrings. You know, let's talk about that Can't Fall in Love,
man. That Can't Fall in Love. You know, if you ever had a best friend, you know, before y'all made anything like, you know, girlfriend, boyfriend, y'all was just kicking it, and that would be the best time right there. And then y'all fall in love, and then honeymoon phase, then it get to hating me phase. I don't want to fall in hate.
Oh,
eventually,
man.
It go from falling in love to falling in hate. So with that, you know, the love is always a sensitive topic, you know, but black love can always prevail. Don't ever give up. Keep looking. You know, some people just for seasons, you know, they lessons.
And I promise, man, one thing about, you know, that whole topic, love, it goes through so many different channels, you know, so many different ways, because it could be love from a relationship or it could be hood love. We got to talk about that hood love, man, because, hey, that was another song that was deep. You said you can't trust these streets.
Nothing at all. Your closest dog will backdoor you. So you be vigilant and you make sure you pay attention, you stay on point. But for sure, the streets gonna make it feel. They gonna make you feel like they love you.
Yeah.
They gonna show you plenty of love. They can show you some love, but it ain't real. Fake love feel real too.
Now, one of my favorite artists, and I gotta say this, R.I.P. to Young Dolph. My favorite artist is Young Dolph. Favorite song that he ever did was I Need My Medicine, right? Now, as soon as I saw that title on your album, I was like, hold up now, wait a minute. But you actually did that John justice, though. That song was hard, so let's talk about flipping that song, man.
Man, I had to jump on that beat, man. That beat, man, I'm talking about, I remember riding in my brother Josh Bonneville and man, feel the bass on your back from that jump playing so loud, and it just, you know, hypnotize you. You just be like, I can't even, than I ever been. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
You real deal feel them lyrics like it's relatable.
Yeah.
So R.I.P. Dolph, man.
Hey,
R.I.P.
Squeaky
Dolph,
is
man.
another one. I promise, man. Definitely R.I.P. to Dolph, man. So, of course, let's go ahead and transition, because a lot of different things I noticed about you, man. One thing that I noticed that you don't have no features on none of your projects. Like, nobody at all. What's up with it?
Man, I ain't trying to be on my Key Glock flow, but you know, I don't got time to wait on nobody. Like when it come to visuals and getting stuff mastered and stuff like that. So, you know, Pound he go put it out when he can. So like this new project, we got a new project actually coming out too. So y'all be on the lookout for that. But with the feature thing, it's just they go relate to what I'm saying. I don't want nobody to get on their line and profile and style and profile.
I feel you, man. So of course we could talk about like one of the most recent projects that you dropped. We talking about that 762 baby. Now when you dropped that, like we talking about a master class. Like you went all the way in. You got just like Mango on there. You got The Rock on there. You know what I'm saying? Get Out My Way on there.
Man,
what
classics.
We talking about, man?
Movie on there. Realer and Realer. Like this tape. 762 baby, it was real special to me. I was living in a hotel, isolated, just, you know, hustling real hard, just trying to make a way. And recorded it all myself, you know.
Yeah. And
it was just, I feel like it's that tape right there, folks go remember when they really listen to Pound, they go, no, like this he was really wanted it.
Yeah.
It was hunger all through that. Every song through there is like, you ain't got to skip a song.
Yeah.
So, you know, 762 baby, you know, 762 was like, you know, caliber, but it's just like, you know, that's my baby. That's why I named it that. You know what I'm saying?
All right, of course, we got to talk about a couple of family members. You know what I'm saying? Because you got some real Memphis legendary people in your family. We're going to start with the sibling level first before we get into pops and all of that. Yeah. Who is your brother? Your big brother?
Mine, Tito Santana.
Memphis legend. But this the crazy part. Who is your cousin?
Playa Fly.
Wait a minute, we talking about the Coney King of Funky Town Playa Fly?
Yes.
We talking about the Universal Heartthrob Playa Fly?
Yes.
Wait a minute, man.
Yeah, man. Growing up in Tupelo, you know, North Memphis, like we seen them all. Gay, you know. For sure, we seen them all. They interact, you know, like because, you know, I was a little bit younger, but cousin them always made sure they looked out for us and
facts.
That we looked up to them, wanting to do what they was doing. So now it's our time.
Yeah.
So I ain't never, you know, really tell too many people that, so I can pop out as Pound so they can hear what I got coming, you know, and not try to compare me to nobody, but they go see this stuff legendary soon.
Did you ever feel like any pressure? Because you know how people be, that's fly little cousin. You know what I'm saying? To step out of them shadows or what?
Man, no pressure at all, actually, because it's just so different. Style just so different, and these bars special.
Yeah.
And when they listen to it and they gotta think, they be at the end of the song like, man, what hold on, wait a minute, what he just say in the first opening line? They gonna be coming back to it. It's that shock value, that shock factor. You know what I mean?
Hey, my boy is just like taking. He got a special set of skills. Y'all gonna have to tune in and tap in for that. Now, before we get into the Street Journal, we got to talk about, you know, Drake's pops. We talking about Mr. Dennis Graham, man. You got a relationship with him. How is that happening, man?
Man, Mr. Dennis Graham is a great person, man. It's for real. Him and my step pops, you know, they grew up together.
Okay.
So, you know, they all grew up, you know, it'd be rough when they growing up back in the day, how it was, you know, they all 60 plus. So, you know, Mr. Graham, you know, he tell me about the cussing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, they mess with hip hop, you know. He told me some of the same advice, you know, he told Drake. So
yeah,
I gotta take a positive out of that.
Facts. Those
I'm
are
gonna
facts.
tell you like I told my son, all that cussing. Yeah. I thought that was pretty cool. That was pretty special, you know. Only me and Drake done heard that advice. So.
Yeah, man. I love it. So now we got to get into the project. I feel like this project was definitely pivotal in elevating your sound, your style, and your career. We're talking about Street Journal, man.
That's when I first started off the top of the dome. And I started writing. And I really just wanted folks to feel like what it is to be in the streets, like in the trenches. Like they'll get that feel from it. It's more vibe, more melodic. Like it ain't just the toughest tape, but it's like, you know, make you feel like tug at your heartstrings.
Yeah. And it definitely did, man, because you got so many, pain songs and emotion songs on that song. Like, did you ever second guess at all making music like that? Because you know how it is. Men, they not supposed to show our emotions. We not supposed to be sensitive.
Mental health, man. Men's mental health is important, man. Talk to somebody. Find you somebody to talk to. You may not feel like you got nobody, but you got somebody. And like I was sleeping on the floor in the studio when I recorded that album. So, it's real special. All the albums real special to me, but that was one of the ones. Like, no mattress, like waking up having to go take kids to school from 2 different baby mamas. Everything weighing down, the world weighing down on you. All these bills, you in debt, you fighting court cases. I had just got out of jail, so you just trying to elevate and turn it into something. That pain into some everybody can feel.
Yeah. And you definitely put a lot of your life on that track. I remember on one of them songs. As a matter of fact, it was the Street Journal, the intro, where you said 2013, my mom had surgery. I don't play for the Eagles, but I had them birds on me. Like, my boy got that wordplay. I thought Blackie Joe had that wordplay. You got it too, man. So
appreciate that.
You definitely
Brink,
popping out with it. And the beautiful thing about you, like, you're not excluding the ladies because you got that Wet Dream on there and it's going ham. Let's talk about it.
Man, that Wet Dream track, you got to make some stuff for the ladies.
Absolutely.
You got to keep them satisfied. You got to make them, when you got the support of the ladies, you gonna have the support from everybody else. And, I'm all about women empowerment. Everything ain't got to be about, everything ain't got to be down, degrading the women and, yeah, you know what I'm saying?
I promise, man. And you got them club bangers too, though. Like that new coupe, new coupe that's riding too. Yeah.
Just me and you, I'm out too. Man, that's that banger. That's that, man, that new coupe. Damn.
Hey, available on all platforms right now. Like I say, y'all tap into my guy Pound. That Street Journal is going hammer. Now, I also remember, like, back in the Gap, you was featured on the Rich Gang Undeniable Volume 2 project, man. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, man, that was special. My boy right here, Joka, got that. He really got us in with that, and that was real special to me because I grew up listening to the Rich Gang and stuff. So that Milk Marie by Quan and them, and that Thug and Quan really put on for Rich Gang, and it's special to be a part of something they'd have been a part of. So maybe they'll hear me one day.
Coming soon. I remember you said they got something popping off in Memphis like June or July.
Yeah, they coming out here do a little tour and do a little show. DJ Khaled and them. So y'all be on the lookout for that. And also I got another project coming out, another little album coming out, probably about 16, 17 songs. I'm gonna give y'all a lot since it's been a year and a couple months since I last dropped.
Hey, but that 762 Baby definitely held the people over though. Yeah. Like there was enough, like I say, meat and potatoes. Shout out to my guy Stan G. That's one of his phrases. I had to borrow that something, but it was enough meat and potatoes on that project to hold us over to the next project. Now, of course, we got to talk about one of those other elephants in the room. We talking about $1 million deal.
$1 million worth of game.
Man, them M's, the zeros.
Man, everything that look good ain't good for you. I know $1 million sound like a bunch of money, but after it get broke down and you're paying for all your own stuff when you go on tour with somebody, you're paying for all your own videos and everything and own promotion, all the things that you could have done yourself anyway, independent route. And it's important that you just don't jump into something.
Yeah.
You just because of the deal, like, man, right, 3 ways. So you got to think about the whole split. So it wouldn't been worth it. So if you go the independent route, you can make way more than just $1 million.
Yeah, you can come up on your own bag. Go ahead, let the people know all of your social media. That way they can stay tuned and stay tapped in with my guy
y'all
Pound.
Can find me on any and everything, Pound_ENT. And on Facebook, Kevin Smith. So y'all tap in.
So that's Pound_ENT.
Yeah,
that's
Pound_ENT. Instagram, Snapchat, everything.
All right, Joka, we got to run your social media on this one, man. How can the people find you, family?
For sure. TikTok, Instagram, 49er Gabe. That's because of something happened with back in the label back in the days. Facebook is Gabe Sims.
No doubt. Now, wait. I got one more question, man. So we got No Snakes Ent.
For sure.
Are you looking for artists? Like,
believe it or not, dude.
What's happening?
I have 4 people I ain't discussed yet.
Okay.
Because right now they actually affiliated with somebody else.
Okay.
So out of respect, I told them to go back and talk to them. But it's a pecking order.
Yeah.
These dudes, Pound and Black came first.
Yeah.
You see what I mean? When $1 million hit the table, I called them. I said, look, man, these people out of Atlanta want to do work with y'all. But this is what's going on. They were like, let's take it. I said, okay. But listen to me. While they were screaming and hollering on the phone, I said, okay. Food's got to come out of that. Our own transportation. We got to get our own hotel rooms. You got to buy your own clothes. All of that. They was like, 3 ways? I said, 3 ways. You know, and I was at the situation where, you know, I still got to go to work every day.
Yeah.
You know, but I was going to send them. So and it was like 20 cities, something like that. They're going to run out of money.
Yeah. At some point, you're right.
So it makes sense.
Yeah.
And come to find out, dude, they were trying to shelf them. They were going to put them on the shelf with this other label. And we found out they didn't want this other artist because if they came, the other artists weren't going to do nothing. This was a brand new artist at the time. I could say the name, but I'm going to respect because I'm a fan of that artist.
Facts.
And so basically No Stakes Entertainment, man, you come to us, you ain't going to be screwed over. It is other people, though.
Yeah.
It's this female right now.
Okay.
Hands down is probably the best female rapper I've ever heard. Another gem I'm going to drop on, I ain't never told you.
Okay.
I remember Juice Fruit, she was 19. I've been on Juice Fruit since she was 19.
Yeah.
What's up, Juice? Holla at me. 19, dude, you know, and
Yeah,
that's how
bro.
Long I've known her. I'm actually talking with her brother, speaking of rappers trying to come in.
Yeah.
Her brother wants to talk to him as far as some business, man. So we got some people, but out of respect for their situation, I'm not going to speak on it. But there's people out there.
I got you, man. So, Pound, this is my favorite part of the show. On BrinkTV, we got 2 cameras. This camera right here, this is your camera. What I need you to do, I need you to look into this camera right over here and tell the people why they should check out your music, why they should check out Street Journal, why they should check out Can't Afford It and 762, baby, and why they should rock with you. Go.
Listen, if you want to hear some real lyrics, you don't want somebody dancing all in your videos, not to play. But if you want to hear some real lyrics and you really want to, you know, vibe to some music and find some relatable stuff, man, like everything ain't got to be murder, murder, kill, kill. You for sure going Joe Pound. I mean, you go listen to these bars, man, and you go feel like you're listening to Wayne or somebody, man. So you go listen to Pound, 762, baby, Street Journal, Can't Afford It. Every project, you can listen to the evolution in my voice, man, and the production and everything, man. You can really hear what the artist going through, you know, when you listen to his music. So I feel like that's how it should be, you know. And you can put somebody on me right now before it's too late, you know what I'm saying? For everybody already on Pound.
Look, man, this guy is definitely pound for pound one of the most versatile artists I've ever encountered in this city. Like I say, the boy can do it either way. He can go melodic. He can rap. He got wordplay. Kind of remind me of T-Pain a little bit. That's a compliment.
I appreciate that, Brink. I appreciate that. And we need to give you your flowers, man. Because you out here putting us on, man. You out here putting so many artists on and giving them a platform to really be seen. And that's something special, brother. You a real icon out here, man, for real. I've been waiting to do your show, brother.
Hey, I appreciate it, man. See, my whole thing is to make you guys look like $1 million. And once y'all get $1 million, y'all come back and make my show look like $1 million. And then we just keep doing it like that. I got to say thank you to Joka, No Snakes Ent, for coming on the show, bringing hit after hit, artist after artist, and my guy Pound. Appreciate y'all being guests on the show. With that being said, now back to more BrinkTV.